This is the walkthrough for CIT 111 Week 7 online classes and objects. This is exercise 3's walkthrough, and what I want to do is I want to look at the end result. I just want to talk to you for a little bit about some of the power that comes from using an object-oriented language like Java. When we created this program, originally, we started out in Alice. We had a cow, a dog, and a cat, all laid out in our scene. And we were just making the cow do a few things that we actually ended up sharing with all of the animals. Now, I have mentioned this briefly sort of before, but let's take a look at the cow. Let's take a look at the source code for the cow. And what I want you to focus on right now is just this little line right here. Public class cow. That's pretty straightforward. Defines a cow class. The keyword extends and the word quadruped. Quadruped is also a class. And you can see that from the, if you look on the left-hand side, you have a Java file for it, which means it's got a public class in there of its own. The quadruped is also a model, right? When I say class, I mean model. The quadruped's a model, and the cow is a model. And there is a relationship between these two models. The cow mentions the quadruped in its method definition, which means that they are related. The type of relationship is one that we might call a parent and child relationship. The cow is a more specific form of a quadruped. A quadruped is a four-legged animal. So this relationship officially is termed a parent-child relationship, but you could also say that a cow is a more specific type of quadruped. We talked a little bit with methods about this idea of code reuse. The idea that we don't have to reinvent the wheel every time we need a wheel. Instead, we can take advantage of what is already written and make a little change. This exercise throws at you all of the basic tenets of object-oriented programming. Method overloading, method overriding, and inheritance. All of that is found in this program. All of it. Let's take, for example, the cow and the quadruped. By creating a sleep method and an eat method inside the quadruped class, we have created the ability to share those methods with everything, with all of the quadrupeds, including the specific types of quadrupeds, like a cow, like a Scotty dog, like a cat. The way this works is when we call, now we've talked about this a little bit before. If we go into scene.java and we go down to the myFirstMethod, we call cow.eat. The way this sort of relationship works, and we go into this in great detail in CIT 130. I'm just trying to get you guys to understand why we use classes and objects. That's really all this is for, is to just it's sort of a contrived demonstration to show you how powerful this can be. I don't expect you guys to be doing this. I don't expect you guys to fully understand it. And I don't expect you guys to go out and write programs taking advantage of it. I just want to show you what's here so that you have some idea of the power and flexibility that you get. So if we look at cow.eat, we know cow is created from the cow class as an object of the cow class, and we can go down below here and see that cow is a cow class we can go to the Cal class, and we can see that there is no eat or sleep. But since Cal is a more specific version of a quadruped, or extends the quadruped class, that means we get everything in quadruped, everything labeled public in quadruped, plus everything in Cal. We can go into the quadruped model, and we go, oh, here's eat, and then we follow the instructions for that method. This really, I think, sort of ties up everything that is object-oriented programming in Java. I know there was more to this exercise than just this. I don't want to spend too much time emphasizing some of these other items, but you can read them for yourself in the review, in the wrap-up that is in the last page of that exercise. But I just want you to understand that all of this plays into the idea of code reuse, not reinventing the wheel every time we need it, no need for copy and paste. One of the whole points behind this is that we shouldn't have to duplicate code. We shouldn't have to duplicate what's in the quadruped method inside each of the other, or what's inside the quadruped class, inside of the cow, or inside of the dog, or inside of the cat. Instead, we should be able to utilize that if we want to, and add whatever we need to it. For example, if we look at the cow, yes, we get eat and sleep, but speak, well, not all animals say the same. Not all the quadrupeds make the same noise when we think they are speaking. Cows moo, cats meow, dogs bark. And so we can take all of the stuff that we have in quadruped, all of the things that they have in common, and then add the things that they don't, without having to rewrite a sleep and an eat method in the cow, without having to rewrite a sleep and an eat method in the dog, without having to rewrite that in the cat. I realize that in this class, we are not spending a lot of time on this other than to just introduce you to it. I take the time to introduce you to this idea of parent and child classes because I think, number one, it's important that you just have just an awareness of this, because it's something we're going to be using a lot when we look at GUI-based applications. We are going to be creating more specific, more customized versions of Windows, which have the exact layout of things that we want. And I want you just to be aware of what that code means something, and it gives us some stuff. And to take advantage of some of those features requires that we jump through some hoops, but we get a lot of benefit for that. And I just want you to be aware, even though I realize these are, NetBeans projects, bring with them their own baggage as far as complexity. I just want to sort of give you that idea of the capabilities and the power that's associated with these classes and what comes with them. If you have any questions on any of this, please feel free to email me, bsimbeck@ccac.edu, or you can bring your questions with you to class. This pretty much finishes up the exercises that I want you to be working on. There will be no homework for this unit. There is no assignment for this unit. There is a quiz, and you may take the quiz as you're moving through the lesson. The next portion of the lesson, since you've watched this video that will become available, is the quiz, and you may go ahead and take the quiz. It'll be approximately 5 to 10 questions, 2 points apiece. The due date will be posted in the announcement and on the quiz. And again, the quiz will disappear when the deadline has come and gone, the quiz will disappear, so you will not be able to take the quiz after the deadline. But you'll have about 2 weeks or so to get that done. And again, I hope you enjoyed this discussion. I'm not expecting you to be experts on this. I just kind of want you to have an awareness of this, because it will affect the design of your programs. It's already affecting the designs of programs that I have written and that I am currently writing. And it's very powerful. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this unit and all of the presentations that were in it. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Make sure you put CIT 111 and your section number in the subject line, along with Week 7, Exercise 3 help. Thank you.